Hello students, hope you all are fine and keeping well. Today I am going to explain you the first chapter of Flamingo, that is the last lesson written by Alphonse Daudet. Alphonse Daudet was born in Nimes, France in the year 1840. He was a school teacher initially and he quitted to make a living as a journalist in Paris. Today I'll talk about the author, background of the story and explanation. Now let's start the background of the story. It is set during the Franco-Prussian War, which took place in the year 1870 when France was defeated by Prussia led by Otto von Bismarck. The France district of Alsace and Lorraine were occupied by Germany. A young boy named Franz is the narrator of the lesson. He talks about his last lesson of French language at school. Now the explanation of the last lesson. A young boy, Franz, was late for school one morning. He was afraid that he will get a scolding from his teacher, Mr. M. Hamel. He was also afraid because the teacher was supposed to question them on participle. He did not know the lesson at all. He was wondering that if he would go late and he did not know the lesson of participles, he definitely will get a scolding from his teacher. So instead of going school, he thought of day spending out as it was warm and bright. He was always interested in going out, watching the birds chirping and Prussian soldiers drilling out. This was more tempting than studying in the class. But at once he resisted this thought and decided to go to school. On his way, while going to school, he saw a crowd in front of bulletin board where all the bad news is put up. He was wondering what the news could be now. Just then the blacksmith called out. He said, "Don't go so fast, Bub. You will get to school in plenty of time." He is trying to convey the news, but only thought in his mind of little Franz is to reach school at the earliest. So he ignores what the blacksmith is saying and goes to school. Now, the scene at the school is entirely different. Every morning there is a great bustle. There is a sound of the discs which are moved, but on that particular day no sound is heard. It was completely silence as if it was Sunday morning. So Franz gets more confused as what could be the matter. He peeps through the window and he sees that the class is seated and Mr. M. Hamel is moving around with the ruler under his arm. Franz enters the class and Mr. M. Hamel says, "Go to your place." After some time, when he recovers, he sees that his teacher is dressed in the best attire. He is wearing his beautiful green coat, frilled shirt and a little black silk cap all embroidered, which he used to put on inspection and prize days. After some time, he noted that all the villagemen, former mayor, postmaster, occupied last benches, otherwise the last benches were empty. He is wondering why is it so unusual about it that all the villagemen have come to the class and they have occupied the last bench. While all these were going on in the mind of the boy, the teacher, Mr. M. Hamel, says, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you today, as the order has come from Berlin to teach only Germany in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master comes tomorrow. This is your last lesson. I want you to be very attentive." So now, when he says these words, all the confusion that was going on in the mind of Franz, he gets their answer. Franz was shocked that it was his last lesson. hears that his teacher has called him to recite the lesson of participles. He gets very nervous as he does not know the lesson. But the teacher says, I will not scold you, dear. He wants him to introspect. He wants Franz to realize the importance of education. Mr. Hamel says that all the Alsaces has this habit of putting their work for next day. After that, he read out the lesson to the class. He was very attentive. The grammar lessons was followed by writing lessons. They got beautiful notebooks on which France Alsace, these words were written beautifully calligraphed. This developed a sense of patriotism in the class. The only sound that could be heard in the classroom was striking of pens. They were very attentive and the pigeons which were cooing on the roof of the classroom. Francis wondered that whether the German soldier would ask the pigeon to coo in their German language. Language is so natural to a person and they are forcing them to learn German language. Mr. M. Hamel is looking around the classroom. He was teaching there since 40 years. He is looking at the desk, the table, the garden outside as if he is trying to memorize the scene. The church clock struck 12. This is the time when the school gets over. At the same time, Prussian soldiers are returning from the drill. Mr. Hamel gets up from his chair. He is very pale. He stands up and he gathers all his strength and writes on the blackboard, Vive la France. This means long live France. After that, he tries to speak something, but he is unable to speak. So he gives a gesture to the class that the school is dismissed and they may leave. So this is all about the lesson, students. Thank you and have a nice day.